Welcome back. 46 minutes after the hour. The 2026 economy forecast might be as foggy as some morning weather conditions. Experts say since the height of the pandemic, the economy has increasingly taken on a K-shape. The wealthiest on top and the richer getting richer, while lower income households struggle to make ends meet, which gets worse with inflation. But several reports seem to contradict each other, with unemployment rising to 4.6% in November, the highest since 2021. Here to help make sense of these numbers is real estate consultant and CEO of M2 Communities, Mitch Roschelle. Mitch, good morning.
Good morning, Nick. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Mitch, what's the deal? Are we doing better or are we doing worse? Because that's what people at home want to know.
I've always said that the economy is in the eyes of the beholder. There's an old adage that when your neighbor loses his job or her job, it's a recession. When you lose your job, it's a depression. People sort of look at the economy from their own checkbook, the way they feel at the checkout counter at the grocery store. And that's why you get so many conflicting reports. I've also said that if you put 100 economists in a room, you get 200 different answers. So, but it's a very personal thing, and I think it's going to be, as we're in the calendar year 2026, the biggest issue in November in the midterm elections.
Because, Mitch, we keep hearing people talk about 401ks are doing really well, but you and I both know everyone does not have a 401k that they're watching there, and that's not what they're using as a barometer. Like you said, when they go to pay for those groceries or when they go to the gas station, everyday costs such as food and gas are likely top of mind for most Americans. So what indicators do you look at?
I really think that employment is the thing you look at the most. And not to get too much into the weeds, I think there's been so much focus on inflation and interest rates and whether or not lower interest rates, now's the time for lower interest rates. Is inflation going to come back? And I think, as a nation, we sort of took our eye off the ball that the real measure of the economy is employment, and we saw an uptick in the unemployment rate. And the biggest story looming over perhaps the economy in 2026 is what will AI, artificial intelligence, do to disrupt the labor market, which by many accounts is still fragile.
And Mitch, you talk about unemployment, and those numbers have been shaky because we haven't been able to get those numbers accurately because of the shutdown. And we know that most employment is community-based, and small employers and local businesses hire most and employ most people. Small businesses have been hit the hardest this year by the tariffs that you just mentioned, and we felt worst, and we've felt the worst of those over those import taxes, right?
Right. Well, I think tariffs disrupted the economy in the last year and probably weren't as hellacious as some had thought. You're absolutely right, Nick, though. The economic engine for job growth in this country are small businesses. And on the plus side, the tax benefits in the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. I keep doing that. I calling it, it's the one big beautiful bill. The one big beautiful bill drove a lot of investment towards the end of 2025. And there are incentives there that get, small businesses to buy a new truck, invest in plant and machinery and the like, which leads to job growth. So I think we're going to see the benefits of that tax policy in 2026. That could be the turnaround for the economy. And if we create more jobs, then, prices aren't as big of an issue. And then again, as I said at the beginning, consumers feel better. And right now, looking at Christmas sales, I think consumers, even though they're complaining about prices, feel pretty positive.
Yeah, because they definitely opened their wallets for Christmas, didn't they? Mitch Roschelle, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.